Hello, this is Aynsley Salzman, your local rep. Today I'm going to be giving you a brief overview of MyAnthroLab from Miller, Cultural Anthropology, the 7th edition. I just wanted to get your feet wet with MyAnthroLab and show you how it has been tied to student learning outcomes throughout the country. We've got some great feedback from MyAnthroLab, and it really complements what you're doing in the classroom to give students that outside of the classroom engagement that they so crave, because once they're outside of the classroom, it's very hard to keep them engaged and keep them in tune to what they're learning and reading the text. So I'm going to show you how this lab will further what you're doing in the classroom. So we've got our course homepage right here. You've got your announcement bar at the top, so any announcements that you'd like to make, your students will see right away. We have a little getting started bar, so the student can actually tune up their browser, make sure that they have all of the necessary plugins so that the lab runs smoothly. We have a user guide here. It's very interactive. The user guide is very easy to use and can help you if you get stuck during your experience in the lab. We also have the e-text, which is one of my favorite features of MyAnthroLab. Students can listen to the e-text. It's ADA compatible. They can also read the e-text as well. So I'm going to pull up the e-text to show you how interactive it is and show you how it keeps students engaged. So this is one of the chapters. It looks like I have it in the 2-page view, but you can change whichever format you'd like it in. You can actually use this or read it on an iPad or any other type of device that you may have. And you can highlight within the e-text, you can search within the e-text, any key terms up here, and we do have a lot of embedded media, so you can just click right on any of the little areas that are highlighted, and it will launch either into a podcast or a video. Then all of the key terms as well are highlighted, so you can click, they're hyperlinked, and then you can launch right there. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to highlight. So we're just going to highlight this portion right here. And then I'm going to take a note of this material. So say a student has a quiz coming up and they want to go back to their notes, they can easily do so. So we'll save that note. You can actually make it public or private. So if there's something that you want to note for your students while they're reading, you can do that too. I'm going to pull up the notes manager, and now all of the notes will show up that you've taken. And then, as I mentioned, students can print that out if they do have a test coming up. So those are just a few things that you can do with the e-text. And I'm going to go back to the course homepage. So on the left-hand side, you'll notice this is the course navigation bar. So it's all in one place, very easy to see. Down here, you've got your instructor tools. So anything that has a computer screen with a slash on it, that just means that's your instructor view. So we've got an area here too where you can actually add your syllabus to the course. So it's very easy for students to follow along, to keep track of assignments, and you can upload that from any program that you have. Then we have the customer support tab. It's built right into the lab. We know sometimes students encounter issues. Maybe it's a user issue or maybe something in the lab isn't cooperating. They can actually launch the chat or call tech support right through here. Then we've got the e-text and chapter audio, which I just pulled up for you, and you can actually launch the chapter audio right through the e-text. We have the assignment calendar, which is another hallmark feature of the lab. This is something where students will be able to see if they have any assignments due on any given date. I actually went ahead and made a couple of assignments for you so you can see what it looks like. I'll click on the 9th of October. So they'll be able to see on the 9th of October, they need to read the e-text for chapter 1. It gives them the due date, and they can actually click right here and launch into the assignment. It's very easy for them to see, and it's very hard for them to miss. So moving down the navigation bar, I am going to now click on the study plans and course content. This is actually another really great part of the lab. We have a lot of pre-built content, and the study plan is really designed for students to assess where they're at in the beginning of a chapter by taking a pre-test. That pre-test is going to assess what areas they're weak and what areas they're strong, and give them a personalized remediation path, so a personalized learning path for that student. And then once they work through those activities in the learning path, then they will actually have a post-test that they can complete as well. So it's for every single chapter, and they can do these study plans on their own, or you can assign them. So once again, very easy to see what they've started, what they haven't done, where they need to begin. And then I'll show you how to assign things to the calendar in a little while. So moving down our bar, I also wanted to mention MyAnthroLab. This is specific for anthropology courses. We have over 20 full-length ethnographies, 200 case studies and articles, as well as 80 different readings dealing with a wide range of topics in anthropology. And you can click by topic, you can do subdiscipline by genre. I'll just click on topic to give you an idea of the wealth of material you'll find on here. And students can download, so we'll just click on Anchor, the end of Anchor. And then you can see they can download the article and then take a quiz as well. So I'm going to return back to our navigation bar, just moving through. We also have a new feature, it's called Writing Space. And Writing Space is new as of fall 2013 in this lab. And with Writing Space, we've integrated Turnitin, the global leader in plagiarism prevention. So if you have any writing that you assign in the course, you can actually do so through the lab. We have some pre-built prompts for you already, and then we give you the option as an instructor to create your own prompts. And the great part about Writing Space is that instructors have the flexibility to grade these assignments right through the lab, and then those grades will actually show up right in the student's grade book, and you will be able to see when things are due as well. And if there's anything that you need to complete, we have an originality check as part of these assignments, and I can walk you through the assignment creation process as well. So moving down here, we also have our student resources. Now the student resources are quite vast. One of the most popular resources I would say are our flashcards. Students love the flashcards. They take a couple minutes to load, so I won't click on it right now, but they love them because students are able to download them to a mobile device. They can print out the flashcards. They can drill themselves. We've got like quizzing on there. They can flip the cards over, so it's very interactive. In addition, we've got the MyAnthroLab, access to that over here as well. We have MySearchLab, so that's research databases if they have any papers due. We've got the NPR podcast, over 90 broadcasts that are relevant to the study of anthropology, and some of these are actually within the e-text. We also have Career Footprint. This is a place where students can explore various career options in anthropology. And then we have the Video Index, which has access to all of the videos within MyAnthroLab. So these videos are great because you can actually pull them up in class. You can go ahead and assign videos that students can do outside of the classroom, so you can really use them in a variety of different ways. As I mentioned before, everything a student does within the lab, it will show up in their gradebook. So the students have a gradebook and you will have a gradebook as well. Moving down here on our navigation bar, wanted to point out just real quick the communication tools. We've got a discussion option, chat, and you can email students as well. And I did mention grades, so I'm going to pull up instructor grades and assignments. This is where you will be able to track the progress of your students, and this is also where you will be able to assign content. So I'm going to show you how to assign content and just how easy it is. It's simply a drag and drop process. So as this is loading, we will see on the right hand side, the calendar is going to pop up, and then every chapter will appear on the left hand side. So you can drill down within each chapter, which I'll show you, to choose what you want to assign to the calendar. So I'm going to drill down on chapter 4. So say you want the student to read the e-text before class, you would just click on it and then you can go ahead and assign it to the calendar. Just drag it over to the calendar. I put it on the 31st, now you'll see it on the calendar, and then your students will also see it on their calendar, so they'll know that it's due on that date. So within here you can assign content and you can see all of the available content available to assign. Here's some media assignments as well to some of the podcasts, so you can do assessment as well in this area. And then of course you have your grade book where all of the progress will be, and then you can actually export your grades as well to Microsoft Excel or any kind of spreadsheet that you would like to use. We do give you that reporting availability too. Or if you want to upload that to your LMS, you can download right here and export. So all of your student grades will show up in this box. And then last but not least, I wanted to point out the instructor resources. This is an area that instructors really like because it's all in one place. So you don't have to go fishing around for resources. It's all under one area. You've got your test banks, your PowerPoints, all of your class prep tools, the instructor manual. We have a multimedia area as well, which has all of the self-scoring quizzes to all of the media assignments that you can pull up right here. And then Pearson My Test. This is the place where you can create tests and then export them to the lab, or you can do printed tests, however you would like to do that. So the great thing about MyAnthroLab is that it's fully customizable. You can use it however you'd like, and it really does enhance that outside of the classroom experience for students, because we know they're so distracted these days, but we want to keep them engaged. We know your classroom lectures are so stimulating, but trying to get them to bridge the gap between inside and outside of the classroom can be challenging. So I hope that you can see the benefit of MyAnthroLab, and I'd love to meet with you in person to go over some of the details and to go over this with you in a little more detail. So thanks so much for joining, and I look forward to meeting with you soon.